It's finally over. The transfer window has finally slammed shut. Manchester City have completed their 2019-20 summer transfer window, signed a bunch of players, let a bunch of players go, and I'm going to run through that today and give it a big old score at the end of this because I'm absolutely knackered from transfers. But I want to say for the last time, thank you to Unibet for sponsoring this transfer window for me. They've been absolute heroes, supporting my content, helping this YouTuber grow a little bit. So thank you to Unibet. If you want to go and check out the link in the description below, it's the last video, so do me a big favour. Click it, read some good articles, head off if you want to. You don't have to do anything else over there, just check out some of the stuff and it helps support this channel. But that's basically it. The transfer window is over. Let me move the camera back a little bit. There we go. And City have signed a bunch of players, and it's been a good window. It's been a genuinely good window. So I'm going to run through the incomings, the outgoings, all that kind of stuff, what we could have got, and then give it a rating at the end. In general, we signed Rodri. Rodri's absolutely excellent. I think we've all seen so far in the very small glimpses of what he can bring, be it the Community Shield or the friendlies, that Rodri is a Rolls Royce of a player. And not only that, he brings something a little bit different. The way that he breaks the lines of his passes so quickly and so precisely. Fernandinho's fantastic, but he isn't that quite the same level as Rodri in that front. And the way he gets the ball to Kevin De Bruyne so quickly, then he moves the ball so forward so quickly. We're just opening up new channels of brilliance. And that was the one thing that we actually needed, I reckon, more than anything. A number 6, a genuine potential replacement for Fernandinho. And this now alleviates some of the pressure on a wonderful Brazilian Fernandinho. Rodri can come in there, be big, tall, handsome and fantastic, and actually genuinely improve us as a team. The fact that he could go from strength to strength under Guardiola and show how good he could be, well, I think we're only really seeing the tip of the iceberg of his potential. Honestly, he's the kind of guy that Guardiola will love, and he'll get up to speed in the Premier League, show how good he can be. And he's a lot more attack-minded than I realised in terms of his distribution. He's going to be fantastic, and it's a massive hole, basically just filled with a massive hole of a player, like massive guy, Rodri. After that, Joao Cancelo, is that right? Someone tell me if I pronounce that right. I'm going to get there eventually. The Portuguese hate me at the moment because I've been getting it laughably wrong. Joao, apparently it's like Joao Cancelo. Either way, we signed him. And this is the kind of guy that I didn't think we really needed at the start of the summer. Like, I thought, do we need a right back? We got Danilo and we got Walker. But it's one of those things where the more I looked into it, the more I realised that this made sense. Now, today, actually, I was doing some recording for Sky Bet. They invited me and loads of fans to this thing in a warehouse in Manchester with Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher there. And Gary Neville was talking, when I mentioned Cancelo, about how he actually managed him at Valencia. And to be fair to Gary Neville, he laughed at himself about how bad he was there himself as a manager. But he said Cancelo, along with Andrew Gomez, was the two players that he thought would go on to bigger and better things. He was really excited by those two guys. He said Cancelo was fantastic for him. He always played him. He was brilliant. He was really dynamic. He said he couldn't defend while he was there, but said going forward, he was just absolutely brilliant. He said his mentality, he said he's a really intense person. Like, he's absolutely determined to be the best in his position and the best in the world, which obviously fit Guardiola's mentality like a glove, because Guardiola's intense, passionate, and almost frighteningly intense at times. Cancelo really does not like making mistakes. He likes to improve. And he said, Neville said, going forward, he's just electric. He said he will fit Manchester City like a glove. He's just so Guardiola that it's unbelievable. And I'm more and more convinced about this guy. Like, the more I think about it, I love Kyle Walker, but Kyle Walker's strength are his organisation, his reliability, his pace, his strength. He can get forward a little bit, but he's not a natural in that front. Whereas I don't think Cancelo's a natural defender, but he's a natural, almost a winger. He can play as a winger, genuinely. If we need someone to go up there, Cancelo can beat someone from a starting position. He doesn't need that run up like most fullbacks do. He can literally just play as an out-and-out winger and be totally good enough there. So he's an option going forward. He's an option as a right wing back. He's an option as a right back. And it means Walker can maybe shift inside as a central defender, because we're going to need one now. He gives us loads of variations of how we can play. He's young, he's brilliant, he's like almost like a protege now for Guardiola to improve in an Alves kind of way. Fantastic signing. And Angelino as well coming back is just a lovely story. I know he's pretty poor in pre-season, but you got to give him the benefit of a doubt. Like, I love Angelino. I think he's a fantastic little player. Defensively poor, but Zinchenko was at one point and we all gave him time. So why can't we give one of our own time, you know? Angelino loves this club, and most importantly for me, Angelino is proof that this system can genuinely work. Like, Angelino obviously went out for a little bit. He went out on loan, and he was sold. He did really well over in the Eredivisie. He won awards, Team of the Year, all that kind of stuff. Proved himself to be a very exciting prospect. Loads of teams were sniffing around him, including PSG. Eventually, City got him back. Now he's probably just to be a backup in case Mendy doesn't get fit. But either way, he's come back, and he's shown to all those young lads at the academy that you can come back via buyback if you make yourself useful, if the circumstances are right. And Angelino now up and close with Guardiola. He's a very good player. He's got so much ability going forward. He's very technically excellent. He can be very useful as a squad member in general. And obviously he fits that homegrown quota, and he costs us barely anything, like somewhere between 5 and 10 million. Nothing. We'll sell him for more than that if we want to. So a very good signing there, in my opinion, because it's like a win-win kind of situation. Scott Carson as well came in. Scott Carson came in, yeah, that happened. I loved his face today on the pictures where he looked there. He was like, "What am I doing here?" He was cheeky, like, "I genuinely don't know why I'm doing here." He's going to go to Trafford Centre, do naff all, be third choice keeper, and just win a load of trophies, hopefully. Scott Carson, he's fantastic. A real statement signing. You sign Lee Grant, we sign Scotty Carson. I'm going to get going at the Etihad, genuinely. Someone start singing it. But it's one of those like totally pointless signings. I mean, I guess it'll mean Daniel Grimshaw's probably available now. City clearly don't trust Daniel Grimshaw on that front. But Scott Carson's in and we trust him. He's now our third choice keeper, which is bizarre, but it's happened. It's a thing. It's out there. Welcome to Manchester City, Scott Carson. Felix Correa came in as well, the young 19-year-old Portuguese winger. He was good. He's 18 actually. He was really good. You got him from Sporting over in Portugal. He was good apparently for the Portugal under-19s in the Summer of the Toulon tournament. He's not gone out on loan yet. He would inevitably go out on loan, I would presume. Obviously the European loan window and all that kind of stuff is totally open still. It's just the English loan window that's still not gone. I think he'll go out on loan somewhere maybe, or he could just spend a bit of time with EDS. I doubt that though. I doubt that massively. Looks like a very exciting player. I don't know loads about him. One of those kind of, speculative signings, see how he goes. Morgan Rodgers came in. This guy I'm actually quite excited about. I did a video recently, top 10 youth players, and I included him in that, so go and watch that if you want to. Morgan Rodgers has come with a very big reputation. He obviously has already made his debut for West Brom last season, just turned 17, a big, skillful, powerful, clinical winger, like not quite the Sancho level, but cut from a very similar cloth from what I can tell. And I love that he's got a bit of physicality to him as well, not just one of these tiny playmakers that we usually sign. I can't wait to watch this guy. I think he's a bit of a dark horse in terms of the academy. Could be very interesting. And today we signed Pedro Porro as well. Did a video earlier. Go and watch that if you want to. I love the fact that in Spanish his name Porro means joint. Peter Joint. I'm going to call him that from now on. But this guy as well, we got him from Girona. But this guy's really exciting. Like, I know he's obviously gone on loan to Real Valladolid already. But one thing I like about him compared to most of these like little signings that we get on loan, everyone's naturally cynical. This guy actually, like, he's already done it at La Liga level and he's 19. This guy is the real deal. We're not trying to get him loans after 2 loans somewhere else, after NEC Breda to Girona. No, he's already done it there and now he's going back to La Liga once again and he's already been special and he's already been really exciting. This guy is the real deal potentially. He's already playing at a high level than most of our loanees before we signed him. And exciting, very exciting. Go watch that video for more details, but one that hopefully in 2 years could be actually useful. In terms of outgoings, Danilo is obviously the notable one there. I wasn't expecting him to go, if being honest. I kind of, when he got a little bit late, but I respect it. According to some reports, we sold him for 34 million to Juventus, which I don't think we did. I don't think it's that high, but City and Juventus are both probably just fiddling the books a little bit and both claiming he got the better deal. But either way, Danilo goes for a decent fee, allegedly. I'm sure it's roughly what we bought him for. A good squad player. Guardiola obviously didn't rate him too much. He obviously liked him, but I think the fact that Walker played so many games showed that I don't think Guardiola felt Danilo offered it enough to be a viable alternative. And Cancelo coming in would obviously fix that. But a good player. Good luck to Danilo and Juventus. Good business for Manchester City to get him involved in the Cancelo deal. Douglas Luiz going for 15 million. Not a big fee, but most importantly, that buyback clause. That is the one thing there that we actually needed. He's gone to Aston Villa in the Premier League, which means we get to watch him up close at a very high level, the perfect level for Manchester City. We get to buy him back for a good fee as well if we need him. This is perfect for everyone involved. They get a bargain player, a guy who's absolutely growing loads. He's fantastic for Brazil. He's got a mad... He looks like a Dothraki now with that crazy haircut. But genuinely a very exciting player. And we get to watch him week in, week out. Absolutely nothing to lose here. Good luck to him. Little fee in as well, but we could get him back for a bargain as well, which is really nice. Delph as well, gone. We all thought he was going to go. We basically got the feedback that we signed him for years back, so we got our money back. Good luck to Fabian Delph, really. Been a very loyal servant. He's had some wonderful memories of Manchester City, and hopefully Everton have got themselves a good player there. He deserves like the first team football somewhere. Manu Garcia left as well. At this point in this one, we got 3.5 million allegedly, but he's gone to Sporting Gijon, which means he's in the second tier, which means it's at least 2 years away before we know if he's going to be able to come back to Manchester City or not. It looks like the door's closed on him now for now, which is a bit of a shame. Really like him. I was hoping he'd go to a higher level than that, but it's happened. Other than that, a few players went out on loan. Patrick Roberts obviously went to, let me find the list again, I lost it, went to Norwich, which is pretty decent. I can't really complain about that. Let's have a look. I'll get Googled Man City transfers. I've lost the page. I don't have transfer market up and I closed the tab like an idiot. Roberts though, I'm actually quite excited by because for the first time in ages, he's at a level where we can genuinely judge him. And I don't think it's closing him, I genuinely don't think it's closing Roberts. Like, if he has a good season at Norwich, well, who knows what's going to happen with Leroy Sané, then he could really impress people. He genuinely could impress people. So he's gone there. Hopefully he plays well against Liverpool tomorrow, puts an early dent in their championship title race there. Roberts is finally at a level where we can judge him, watch him up close once again, and it could be useful. You never know. And if not, we just sell him for a decent amount of money if he's good, but not quite good enough. Adebayo went to Blackburn. He probably needs another loan at that level. Hopefully he gets to play centre-back this time. Sandler went on loan to Anderlecht. Vincent Kompany left as well. Like, do we count him as part of this transfer window? A massive loss, of course. Vinny, you're going to miss you loads. Oh, I hadn't thought about that for a while, but he's gone. Vincent Kompany's gone. He's going to sink it tomorrow. But he's gone. But Sanders gone on loan to get some game time alongside him, which is great for experience because he's learning from one of the very, very best out there, which is absolutely lovely, of course. Muric went on loan to Nottingham Forest. He had a stinker in his first game, unfortunately. But hopefully they'll see past that because he's a fantastic goalkeeper and it's at a very good level for him to get some game time there. Zach Steffen came in. They went to Dusseldorf on loan. Don't know much about him, but good luck to him out there. Luke Bolton's gone on loan to Luton Town. Fingers crossed he gets plenty of game there. But overall, it was a good window, really, wasn't it? I think look at the players that we actually needed. Rodri was the main one. We solved that. We sold the number 6 perfectly. Then we also brought in some fullback options. We probably needed a little bit of strengthening that way. And why we got Angelino in, we got obviously Zinchenko, a new contract, all that kind of stuff. Did he get a new contract? I might have made that up, but we got him. I've got more options there. Mendy coming back, fingers crossed. I know he's not a transfer, but you know what I mean. Fingers crossed he could be. But either way, back onto the fullbacks, we got Cancelo in, which gave us options in terms of the centre back. We didn't get the centre back we needed, but Cancelo allowed Walker to come in. Rodri allows Fernandinho to play there, and at the same time, it means we got some academy players, and it's nice to see the academy players actually maybe be close to the team. Then we got loads of players compared. We don't always need loads of players, I've said before, to play in the centre-back position. We've got a bunch of very experienced things. It's gutted to see some of those players go, but in general, this was a very good transfer window that ticked a lot of boxes. Yeah, it would have been nice in some dream world to see someone like Joao Felix come in or something like that, or Delict or whatever, but it wasn't always going to happen. We've got a very well-rounded, very technically adept squad, and we can't complain too much. If we're going to give this window a score, it's an 8 out of 10. It's very good. It's good. We've just ticked loads of boxes. We've got Scott Carson. What more could you ask for than Scott Carson? We've got a right back, we've got a left back, we've got a central midfielder, we've got variety. We kept Leroy Sané, what cost and that kind of stuff. Maybe we convince him to stay now, given the fact that Bayern have kind of bottled it on that front. But in general, it's been a very good window. No complaints here. We're looking strong. We've got some players back from injuries, which is not really necessarily linked to that, but you know what I mean. Fingers crossed you make the most of it. But guys, I'm exhausted, knackered. At least it's taken ages. I've had loads of errors recording this video. It's the 3rd time trying it. Ugh. For now, though, I hope you enjoyed all this content during the transfer window. Go and check out the Unibet thing. Once again, thank you to Unibet for sponsoring it. Go check out the Cancelo video. Go check out the Pedro Porro video, the Scott Carson video, and Sani video and all that. For now, subscribe if you're new to this channel because I'm trying my best for you guys. Like this video, comment, let me know your score for the transfer window in the comments below. Bye-bye.